I've painted Sydney Harbour a lot. This neat little painting celebrates the Sydney Basin, the beautiful deep rich harbour going back into the distance, curtained behind by the blue mountains, and a rich, glorious sky reflected below. So, how did I get it? Sydney Harbour, well, what does it look like? I've got a pencil here, so how about I draw in all the buildings and every little nook and cranny, and the bridge. Maybe the bridge goes here, draw it all in with the pencil, because this is a sky painting with reflections over a vista. And I've got to get all the details, right? Right? And then I start with a little brush, right? And I start colouring in, yes? Or maybe I block the sky in, draw areas where I'm going to pre-design everything of this incredible sunset and sky painting. Each of those things I just said is how other people go about it. It's how you've been taught. The internet is full of it. Would I do it? No way in the world. I would no sooner do any of those things, pencil, little brush colouring in, blocking in on a pre-designed sky. I would no sooner do any of those things than get in a straitjacket and try to create this thing. Because doing each one of those things would be exactly the same. I would be absolutely constricting myself, and there's no way in the world that I can capture the immediacy of a spontaneous sunset, sky vista, and incredible reflections, no matter what the scene was. I'm not even going to worry about that it's Sydney Harbour. That's the end goal. If I get there, great. The main thing is to create an artwork, not to colour in and be constricted by any pre-design that I want to put on it right from the start. That's just crazy. It's not creative. That's craft work. So, to create, well, none of this is going to make sense if you're used to all of that. So you're going to have to wait till the end to see what comes of this, because this is going to be utter crap, and I want it to be crap. Here goes. Look at this. See that? Colouring in between the lines. I could not care less. I know what I care about, and it ain't that. Now, if you were doing this, would you want to have fun? Look at the immediacy of that. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely. I know where every one of these strokes is going to go. I know the effect. I know the end result from now 20 stages away. Do I know it exactly? Of course not. That's what this is all about, creating. I'm going to discover it, but I know what these can produce. So what I know is that it will be complex, it will be free, it will be highly sophisticated, and it will be full of creative vitality, visual energy, and art. Because I'm going to use those two attributes right through all the stages that this will take, which you'll see a very, very shorthand version of. Will it be a yellow sky vista? No way in the world. Bits will be. Probably, who knows? This could be blue in the end. First application, this whacks the creative energy onto the canvas. Now, these strokes here are danger strokes. Isn't that amazing? Did you know that? Well, if you use advanced techniques, you would. This is a bristle brush, gives different texture again, and I want a combination of the two. The knife, which is a smooth, sharp texture, as well as this brush, which is a striated. Now, in just a few seconds, I've covered the entire canvas, all there in the art courses, but the main thing is to show you what creativity really is, what creating art really is. It's not an academic, boring process. Colour is going to come. It will come as a result of many, many effects through many, many stages. Detail is going to come. Accuracy, it's all going to come. If I want it to, I have it sitting in the wings in the future waiting for me. Meanwhile, I have all sorts of creative opportunities open for me. This could be an abstract. It is there for me as an option if I want it. Whereas if I'm colouring in everything and blocking it in, I'm in that straitjacket. I've got one train track to go down and I cannot vary from it. There aren't any train tracks for me. I'm on a magic carpet ride. I'm not in a straitjacket. Nice and dry. This second stage is super exciting. I can go anywhere with it. Today I'm going to build up the colours and then hit it with white. So it's going to be an abstract mess, very quick, the exact opposite of people colouring in with a small brush. This is highly creative. I am not aiming for an image today, that is for sure. This is where I'm going to get the nicks. So how I get around it is by wiping the brush. This is white. This is a little bit of yellow going in again. It's going to work with the texture and the paint that's on the canvas already. Very subtle, and it's a whole lot of subtleties that's going to make this painting work. For today, that's it. Wonderful. Brilliant. Here's what it was. Here's what it is. Time now to vary the colour. Full on attack. Now it needs a city, doesn't it? So they're going to be in here somewhere. Too big, probably. North Sydney. Distant suburbs, they will be. Going off to the Blue Mountains, in fact. Getting rid of some areas that will create a problem. Time to lay it flat, let it be. That's it, wonderful. Spiritual, the energy went into it, which packs it full of vitality, just fantastic.
See this? The ocean is tilted downhill. It's not level. I need to fix that.
It's as though the physical image arrives with stages of spiritual images. So you capture a sort of sheath of spirituality of what these elements in this mystical landscape feel and are, and apply that as a stage like a cellophane layer that has an inkling of physicality in it, but is full of the spiritual vitality of the element of the subject and the subject itself. One element here is light and atmosphere. It's through those applications of spiritual stages with little bits of physicality in them, over time the physicality accrues and the image more physically appears. But all the way it's jam-packed with spiritual quality. So in the end, the spiritual quality is clearly the most profound. But you do have the physical anchor points for the eye and for human thinking, human emotion.